Whether you go to Costco or Target or BJ's or Forever 21 or Barnes & Noble or Urban Outfitters or Claire's or Walmart, everyone has encountered many different types of shoppers. While some can be way more annoying than others, they are all a ubiquitous aspect of the American shopping experience. This video will explain the various categories of shoppers that you could find in basically any store in the United States. Each shopper shops differently, so they each add a little something special to your time at any store. The shoplifter. This is the shopper that accidentally walks out with a product they didn't buy. When confronted about their thievery, they say, "Oh, I didn't realize, so sorry." This shopper never knows when to quit until they really get themselves in a pickle. No one knows why the shoplifter steals things. They seem to only do it for the adrenaline rush, but they don't benefit from it otherwise.
Oh, wow. Let me just try this on. Hey.
6.5 hours later.
Ma'am. I hadn't realized. I swear I did. I just, they're just so cool, and I just happened to pick them up.
Sure, Jane. The soccer mom. This shopper is the one who goes to the store to pick up some snacks for her son's soccer team after her Zumba class. These soccer moms always try to find something to complain about. When she can't find the gluten-free, wheat-free, low-fat, no-calorie, vegan, vitamin-enriched, non-GMO baked kale chips for her son, her first instinct is to grab the nearest employee and demand to speak to the manager. Once that employee begrudgingly takes the shopper to the manager, either the complaints come flooding in like a deluge of white privilege, or she will insist that her family will no longer be customers at this establishment. It is always entertaining to see the soccer mom make a scene in the middle of the store, but it's kind of sad that once she stops coming to the store, there won't be any more drama to watch while you shop.
What are these? Maximum strength? I think not. Oh my god. We have Kids Complete, non-GMO, gluten-free, no synthetic colors. This is for my kid.
A few moments later.
Excuse me, do you work here? I do. Why do you only have argan oil shampoo? Where's the Moroccan oil shampoo? My kid's hair literally breaks if it's not Moroccan oil. So if you don't get me any, I will no longer be a customer. You have to give me Moroccan oil. Like it's not here. Like I'm going to write bad reviews on Yelp, and your business is going down.
The center of the universe. This shopper thinks that they are the only shopper in the entire store. Their egotism manifests in several ways. One way is having no concept of time at all. Obviously, she is the only shopper in the whole store, so all of her needs should be fulfilled. She can enter the store whenever she wants, she can leave the store whenever she wants, and she can acquire the complete and undivided attention of the employees whenever she wants. The center of the universe demands that their needs be met before anyone else's. How dare an employee be preoccupied with another task, be unable to answer their extremely specific and hypothetical question, or worst of all, not have any more size extra small beige gray capri shorts in the back. It's not like the teen employee has no control over what is and what isn't in stock or anything.
Excuse me? This is an emergency exit. You're not allowed to enter, and also, it is 2 a.m. This store is literally closed.
Well, I believe as a paying customer, I should be able to enter the store whenever I want. I mean, like, I'm the one who supports you. Like, without me, this store is nothing.
But it's after hours. You can come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I can escort you out if you really need that help.
Well, I guess you just won't have my business anymore. I'm done.
The coupon queen. This shopper is the one that cheats the entire store by having a buttload of coupons and has to pay negative dollars for their purchase. She's so good at couponing that she puts the store in debt with how much money they owe her. This shopper seizes any opportunity to save even a penny. They take coupons from every magazine and every website and can upend an entire shopping list based on what is on sale and what isn't. They might even buy something they don't need if it means getting a great deal. Are we out of milk? Well, it's not on sale at the grocery store, but there is a $5 for $1 sale on miniature frying pans.
These are on sale, but I don't even need glasses. Mild, medium, strong, and
12 seconds later.
Beep. 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 Your total is negative $50.
The In-N-Out. This shopper literally enters the store and in a matter of seconds they have completed their whole shopping list. Efficiency is key for these shoppers. They only go into a store for what they need and come out without looking at any other products. The In-N-Out is obsessed with convenience, so they hardly ever go into new massive stores because it would hinder their ability to buy the things they need in record time. Who needs an Olympic track team when you can put an In-N-Out shopper in a race with the only item on their shopping list at the finish line? They hate when people stand right in their way and take their sweet time buying products, like the next shopper, the Wanderer.
Parmesan, 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 Parmesan. Spaghetti, spaghetti. Dinner is complete.
The Wanderer is the type of shopper to enter a store without any rhyme or reason, and serves to be more of an obstacle to maneuver around than anything else. They like to pick up every single item in an aisle one by one, but never actually put anything in their cart. This shopper is a Roomba on a spotless tile floor. They have no purpose for being there, so they just move around aimlessly. In fact, they'll bump into you and then just move in the other direction. This shopper doesn't seem to realize that a store is a place not just to look at items, but to buy them too. The Wanderer's slow pace makes them one of the most inconvenient shoppers to cross paths with.
Excuse me.
I'm just looking around.
Okay. I'll wait a little bit.
Or this side. These look similar. Not the same.
The Gucci. This is the shopper that only buys name brands to gain clout and popularity and spends every hour of every day flaunting their wealth. But everyone knows that actually rich people don't go out of their way to show people how much money they have and how much stupidity they have to waste their money on impractical fashion and appliances. Whenever the Gucci goes into a store, they always go for the Chanel, Hermes, Prada, D&G, Yves Saint Laurent, Ralph Lauren, and Dior clothing, instead of buying things for hundreds of dollars cheaper that have virtually the same quality. They ain't Versace cheap. This shopper can always be seen outside of stores in their Tesla, blasting their music in their AirPods from the iPhone X Max. It's kind of sad that this shopper throws all their money away just to gain clout, but only relies on their popularity to get them through life while the practical people don't have to worry about being out of the limelight or going into debt.
Most internationally awarded and best-selling SK2 products. That's too cheap. Do they have any Gucci face oil?
The Bull in a China Shop. This is the shopper that bulldozes every single display in the entire store, making the employees' workload so much heavier than it already is. The Bull in a China Shop is usually either frantically destroying the store to find one item, or messing up the store by looking at everything in it, but not having enough of a sense of responsibility for their actions to clean up after themselves. You can see a trail of carnage left behind by any bull in a China shop after their shopping spree. What they do to a clothing display in a Macy's is basically like what happens during a fight at WrestleMania. While normal shoppers try to keep things clean, it seems as though the Tasmanian devil of shoppers tries to keep things dirty. As you can see, many different types of people can be found at any store. Whether they cause a scene by demanding to speak to the manager or make the workers annoyed by barging in the stores after hours, each different shopper adds a certain je ne sais quoi to everyone's shopping experience. Any time spent in the store is entertaining whenever any of these shoppers are present, especially when they are forced to interact with each other. Next time you go shopping, see if you can spot any of these ridiculous shoppers, and if you can't recognize anyone, maybe the crazy shopper is you. The rhetorical purpose of the project was to classify the different types of shoppers and to show that these types of shoppers can be found at all stores. The ruling principle was the characteristics of shoppers and how each shops differently. In our project, we used many devices. One device we used was antithesis when we said, while normal shoppers try to keep things clean, it seems as though the Tasmanian devil of shoppers tries to keep everything dirty, when we were describing the bull in a China shop. Another device we used was a pun when we said, they ain't Versace cheap, when describing the Gucci shopper. Also in our video, we used metaphor when describing the Wanderer. We compared this shopper to an automated robot vacuum when we said this shopper is a Roomba on a spotless tile floor. They have no purpose for being there, so they just move about aimlessly. In fact, they'll bump into you and just move in the other direction. We also used hyperbole when describing the Coupon Queen. We said how she's so good at couponing that she puts the store in debt with how much money they owe her. We used simile when describing the soccer mom. We said that the complaints come flooding in like a deluge of white privilege. Finally, we used verbal irony when describing the center of the universe. We said obviously she is the only shopper in the whole store, so all of her needs should be fulfilled. She can enter the store whenever she wants, she can leave the store whenever she wants, and she can require the complete and undivided attention of the employees whenever she wants.